Alright everybody, welcome back, and oh look, I put it back to 60 frames, and also downscaled the resolution. Yeah, what I figured out with the last recording, because I noticed the same thing literally happened with the last recording. What I realized is that when I was making cuts, I was doing it within the program OBS by pausing the recording, and for whatever reason that just like messed up the recording. So that was the issue. It actually wasn't my video settings. So that's nice, because I think this does look smoother. Let me know if it just looks the same or not, but I know the resolution is worse, but I don't know, I think I prefer like a smoother frame rate as opposed to worse resolution, because I didn't really notice that huge of a difference with the resolution, if I'm being honest. So back to the game, what I just did, I returned my DVD that I finished and rented a new one called Wraith, and that one's gonna raise my kindness whenever I decide to watch it. Now I realize that I'm gonna start reading Pirate Legend whenever I get a chance to, you know, just finish it off. For now, let's look at our text. That's just on telling us about the deadline. Let's just read it really quick, because I still have things that I do want to do. So, let's see, not right now, but we can reply to her later. Okay, because when you reply, like, you're not gonna get locked into going to the palace, but like, you will get sent straight to the hideout. What was that? Oh yeah. So today is Monday, which means we get to buy more SP items from these vending machines. Very good to remember, because these can help you out a lot. Because, you know, it's, like I was saying in another part, like, you're just supposed to, like, stockpile these things. Alright, let's go to the arcade, because that's where our other vending machine is. Yeah, so when I make cuts, I'm gonna, like, just do it on my other program that I use to, you know, export these videos. Because, you know, I do want to make cuts. I don't want it to just, like, just be one, like, super long video with, like, a really, like, just stale part in between. Let's go to the back streets. That's where we're... Well, not precisely where we're gonna find our last vending machine, but it's gonna be down... Yeah, it's gonna be down this alley to our right. Very... kind of hard to... You really have to look at the map for that. Because it's a little hard to notice if you're just looking at, you know, the screen. Because it kind of blends in, especially with, you know, this thing in the way, which I obviously can't read because I do not speak Japanese. I wonder if there's anything I could buy from here, but I kind of doubt it.
Welcome.
Well, how do you do? I'm not gonna bother buying any more of those, which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned the reason why I bought some of those last time. That's the stuff you need to make infiltration tools, specifically, for now, lockpicks. Yeah, that's what you're gonna need. So that's why I bought it that one time. But anyways, now that we have our SP items, and if we look at our map, and if we check out the network, or yeah, if we just hit the control pad, we can see that we have no confidants available. So, with 7 days left, I think now seems like a better time than any that we had so far to go and check out the palace once again. Alright, so let's head to the hideout, folks.
Everyone's here.
Absolutely on. So, you have this option to hold a meeting, but I mean, honestly, this is...
Damn it.
You're gonna see that this is, like, pretty pointless. You guys can feel free to read this.
Okay, time for the meeting.
I mean, it's really just, like, stuff that we can, you know, figure out for ourselves, like, as the players. This is something I never do. I'm just showing it
That's
off
for that meeting.
for the sake of showing it off. See, nothing, literally, like nothing happened. So, without further ado, let's take a deep breath and go into the palace.
Okay, let's go.
Whoa, I don't know how I just now realized Morgana just like leaps into the air and just like freeze frames there.
But damn.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking we should choose a code name for you too.
A code name?
I'm Skull, he's Joker, and that's Mona.
Alright, I just want to go back so we could like hear this. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip it.
But damn.
Alright, anyway. Muting my mic and...
Judging by your costume.
I mean, she's got that tail and stuff, so... What do you think?
Wait! Is that what you're going to call me from now on? I am so not down with this.
What do you want to be called then?
Something better than just a little cat. Maybe... Panther? That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Huh? Why?
'Cause it sounds more... ferocious? She's a cougar. Don't call me that! More importantly, Kamoshida.
Oh, right. Let's go. All right, let's start fresh and get
Well,
going.
what is this outfit?
It's game time from this point forward. I'll teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go.
My master would like a word with you.
Hey, we're matching. Sorry, I forgot there was more voice acting. I didn't mean to talk over them. Sorry about that.
The prisoner has returned.
Well done. It seems you have remembered my words. You truly make it worth rehabilitating you.
Shut your mouth and listen, inmate!
I am not attempting to withhold information from you. The essence of the rehabilitation that you must complete will be explained in due time. Once you encounter allies who share your ideals and discover your place in reality, only then will I explain it all. Such a day should not be far off. This time, I wish to introduce you to the aid we are providing. Due to your potential in wielding the power of the wild card, you can handle more than one persona. That power holds infinite possibilities. We will assist you in nurturing that potential. To that end, we must execute your persona. Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist within you. Thus, you will only be discarding old personalities to have them be reborn as new ones. By discarding your old identity, you give way to a new one. Hence, we call that process execution.
Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, when he says discarding, that actually makes it sound very permanent, but it's like, you can always get your personas back. Let me just clarify that, because that was something I didn't understand when I first played this game. And when I say you can get your personas back, I mean you can actually get them back here in the Velvet Room.
Think of it as the fusion of your personas. To start, select the first persona you wish to fuse.
Okay, so for this fusion, unfortunately, we're gonna have to fuse
Now,
Arsene.
before you select the second persona, allow me to tell you something greatly important. Do you remember how I mentioned forming bonds with confidants? Personas are the power of the heart. The stronger those bonds, the stronger your personas will be. In other words, the effects of your bonds on execution, or fusion if you will, are quite substantial. When you fuse a persona that shares its arcana with one of your bonds, it will gain great power. This will be a guiding principle for your forays into fusion. Try not to forget it. Moreover, there is one thing I must warn you about. You cannot create a persona that surpasses your current level. This is because the resulting persona would be too powerful for you to handle effectively. Now then, check the fusion results and choose a persona that suits your stature.
Okay, so, yeah, for this fusion, like, you're pretty much forced into fusing Arsene. Honestly, like, it kind of sucks to see him go, because he is, like, your original persona, and he's, like, out of these guys, he's, like, the coolest looking one, so... it's kind of sad to see him go, but honestly, if you look at his stats, like, his level, like, his abilities, he's actually pretty trash, so... we're not gonna, you know, lament too much about, parting ways with him.
This is the form your new persona is expected to take after fusion. It's possible for them to inherit skills they normally wouldn't gain. These skills and specialties are distinct from one another. Skills are traits that can be passed along through fusion.
Alright, so because our,
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
yeah, they always say that for, this part, but... what was I saying? Yeah, I totally forgot, sorry. So we're gonna pass on Curse, because that's an ability unique to Joker at this point.
New power? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm fusing, this guy as opposed to the other persona we could have fused. Because I'm pretty sure... Actually, let me just check really quick, just to see if I know what I'm talking about.
Not terrible.
Oh, okay.
Not impressive.
Yeah, so we can actually get this persona in the well, we can actually get both of these personas in the palace, so what am I even talking about?
Not terrible, but not impressive.
It looks like this guy has more agility,
Select the
though,
skills
so
you'd like to
that's
inherit.
pretty nice. So we're gonna pass on
Will it
this
gain
curse
new power?
ability,
I wonder.
because it's unique to Joker at this point in the game. Other characters will have access to more abilities, at least more, like, versatile abilities, as opposed to what they're supposed to have. But for now, only Joker can use curse abilities, so that's gonna come in handy.
I see.
I am Arsene, the other you who exists within. Though I may disappear this moment, I shall always be at your side. We shall meet again when your fate reaches its conclusion.
Yup, and just in case you guys thought I was lying, you actually get a special cutscene with Arsene saying goodbye, pretty much. Except, actually, it's not really goodbye, because he said that, he'll always be with us, so... And now we have a lame persona. Yup, fusing Arsene makes this thing. At least it's, you know, a little better than the, Pixie, or... Yeah, I think it was the Pixie we fused that, we had, so... There's that.
Ah, how impressive. A stronger persona has been born from the body and blood of the old. It shall be your new strength.
You better understand it at once. You'll end up dead if you don't master it.
Gather personas and bring them here. Gather a great many, execute them, and continue to give birth to even stronger personas. Developing your powers as such will play an integral role in the stand against ruin.
So that your rehabilitation goes well, we have a variety of rituals to choose in regard to executions.
And depending on the effort you put in, our master might consider further development of new rituals.
Cry your tears of joy, inmate.
Your heart is steadily gaining the strength of rebellion. It seems your rehabilitation is proceeding smoothly. A joyous fact indeed. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you. I hope that you shall accept it.
Alright, and now we have, ooh, a very good ability.
Alright.
Third Eye. Like, literally, this ability is so good that, like, literally when I'm in a palace, well, let me, oh, okay, yeah. Literally, whenever I'm, like, in a palace, like, I'm always, like, holding down L2, because, like, that's pretty much how good this ability is. And it even works in the real world. That actually will help you find, confidants who you might actually not be too sure whether or not they're actually confidants.
That is a thief's skill, allowing one to tap into their sixth sense and see what is hidden in the dark. I believe you can handle it now. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Now then, if you have any requests, we will heed them.
Alright, and if you forget what any of that means, you can always check the tutorial. Can we fuse more?
You certainly...
Oh, well, maybe I should have skipped that voice line,
Needs
but...
our guidance.
I mean, they say that these things, like, all the time, so that's why I kinda, like, rifle through them. Nope, looks like, we're not strong enough to... Oh, we can fuse this guy, but... is that a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. You know, I may as well just say it, honestly, I want to keep, Agathion, because, basically the thing is, when you have personas that their arcana matches a confidant, you need to bring that persona with you into the real world so that when you're hanging out with a confidant, you actually get more points for when you get right answers. So that's really important for ranking up as fast as you possibly can.
You change your mind?
Are you finished?
What?
And if you guys remember correctly, the Chariot Confidant is Ryuji. So when we hang out, that's why I held off on hanging out with Ryuji. Because I knew that I would be able to get a Chariot persona here. And I wanted that persona so that we could get the most out of hanging out with Ryuji.
It is time, inmate.
The reason why I didn't bother with that with Takumi, well, we're gonna get a cutscene here, so I'll stop.
Something wrong? You were just standing around all of a sudden.
Now, that is creepy.
Why are you spacing out like that? It's kind of hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes.
Let's just say he's a man of high caliber. We're counting on you, Joker.
That has to be, like, the laziest excuse for...
So, where do we start?
That has to be the laziest excuse for, like, ignoring what could have very well been a mental illness or a mental breakdown that I've ever seen. He's a man of high caliber. Oh my god, that's pretty hilarious.
Let's head to the safe room we found last time. It's in the first floor of the west building. That's pretty close to our usual entrance. It should be a pretty decent starting point.
Safe room?
It'll make sense when you see it. Well, let's head out.
Alright, more tutorials. And look at this though, we can actually quick travel in palaces now. Pretty cool. But you can only quick travel to safe rooms, that's an important distinction. And we can use the Thieves Guild if we're connected to the internet, which we are. as a matter of fact, if I wasn't connected to the internet, I wouldn't even be able to play this game, because that was something new that I learned with the PlayStation 5 kind of recently. And yeah, when you have digital games on your PS5, you have to be connected to the internet to actually play them, even if they don't require an internet connection like this game.
I should write
Kind of
something.
dumb, not gonna lie. Made me kind of upset when I couldn't play the game when I didn't have Wi-Fi, but oh well, at least, you know, I guess it's just a new generation thing I'm gonna have to get used to, but anyway, that was a really salty way to end the part, but anyway, I'll see you guys next time. We're finally gonna get to fully explore Kamoshida's palace. So, oh yeah, get excited.